Alright. Hey guys, what's going on? Uh, you know, I'm still gonna be streaming this, just figure knock out two birds with one stone. So, yeah, I'm gonna be doing a Jax breakdown, because he's who I'm maining so far. You know, looking at this roster, there's a lot of people I want to play, you know. Kung Jin, I want to play. Inferno Scorpion. There's a lot of different characters I want to play, but I know I mained Jax and MK9. I got pretty good with them, so I figured that I'd stay with them. And mainly, just look at that skin. That is a sick skin.
Jax.
But we're gonna go standard. I'll go through all these different variations first. I'll talk about, you can change them while in training mode, so that's whatever. I'll talk about wrestler, heavy weapons. You know, I'm not that skilled at wrestler. I'm not the kind of guy to show off the quad grab that well, because I haven't trained with it. But I'll run through them all. Who are we gonna beat up? We'll beat up Shinnok. I'm really disappointed in Shinnok. I mean, you got Cyber Sub-Zero and you got Quan Chi for beating MK9 story. And for MK10 story, you get Shinnok. And for an Elder God, I feel like he's pretty low tier. I feel like he's not that great. He's kind of, he's really unsafe. Like, he is drastically unsafe. Nothing he does, you can punish all of Shinnok's moves. It's ridiculous. But so let's get started. I'm not going to go through any normals or anything. I'm just going to talk about the variations, what makes them different. Obviously, cosmetically, his arms are a lot darker with orange running through them. Now, I'm going to tag what is different. Now, he gains two different strings that are, wrestler. You're only going to get these during wrestler. But this and this are how they both start. So, you got forward 3. Oh, let me give a legend real quick. Square is 1. Because this is for universal, so if you're on PC, Xbox, or PS4, I'm not gonna give you the actual buttons. A lot of people on the FGC, Test Your Might, they're assigning numbers to the buttons, so it's easier. So anyone can learn them. So square is 1, triangle is 2, X is 3, and circle is 4. Okay? So forward 3 is jammer. That's how it starts. Now, all variations have forward 3, as well as deploys beginner, forward 4. All variations of Jax have them. They're both unsafe on block. However, you can parry them. I'm gonna get into that later. You can combine them. But anyway, this is jammer. This is deploy. Oh, messed that up. Oh, I keep messing up. Why do I keep messing up? There we go. Okay. So it's deploy is forward 4, and then 1 and 3 at the same time. Jammer is forward 3 with 1 and 3. Now they're both very similar. They both do the same amount of damage. That I don't like that, because I mean forward 4 I believe is safer. Let's go and check that. Flying knee, negative 15 on block, 11 startup. Gurney. Is that Gurney? Yeah, it is Gurney. I thought it was Gunny. That's minus 22 block advantage. So, this forward 3 is a lot more unsafe. So you're going to want to be using deploy. Deploy also anti-air is a lot better. So jammer, forget about jammer. Just use deploy. They're literally the same damage. Deploy is a bit safer on block. There's a couple characters that won't be able to punish it, I'm sure. And you gain same damage, and anti-air is a little bit better. I don't know if you can get this off anti-air. Let's actually go in and test that. Movement mode, jump. Let's see if we can get that off an anti-air. Nope. No, it's a bit weird. Maybe if they're lower to the ground. Yeah, you kind of gotta wait, and I don't think you can't delay the input. So unless they're kind of like, there's a couple different angles it looks like you can get it at, but maybe at the apex. No, certainly not there. Yeah, they basically have to be touching the ground. But this move, see, look how good this move anti-air. See? It's a weird hitbox, but it anti-airs pretty well. It doesn't even look like it's actually hitting, but it's hitting. It's a solid anti-air for, you know, neutral jumps, you know, forward jumps, whatever they're doing. It's pretty good. So yeah, those are the two specific strings for, what am I doing? For, Wrestler. And I'm gonna try and show off the quad grab to the best of my ability. But like I said, I haven't practiced with it. It's kind of alien to me because I don't really like playing grapplers. I'm a bit more of an in-your-face rushdown prefer. You know, I'm a bit more a fan of that. So I don't really like to grab much, you know. I don't really like to dedicate myself to a grab. But I'll do the best I can with it. So quad grab, when you input it, you get that 8%. That's what you get. Now, if you press triangle, as soon as he slams him, like I don't really know the frame breakdown, but as soon as he slams down, you'll get a second one. And you can do a third with X, but like I said, I'm awful at it. You can go watch someone else's videos, like go watch the Fate Late tournament. No, never mind. Hitbox Tyrant didn't play Wrestler Jax. I'm an idiot. Go watch, you can just type in Wrestler Jax combos. You'll see someone doing it. You can probably type in quad grab explanation, or go on Test Your Might forums. But if you want to play Wrestler, quad grab is pretty important. Obviously, it's your main, you know, but yeah, you can do it pretty often. I think you can do 5, but the 5th is, like, why even bother? Like, it does 1% extra and it costs a bar. But, see, I can only get 2. I can't get the 3rd. I don't know why. I don't know what it is I'm doing wrong. I'll give it one more shot. Yeah, I don't know. But that's quad grab. You can quad grab away or towards. You gotta time it weird if you're in the corner. Like, you don't always want to do the final one, because it'll put them out of the corner. You'll be looking like that, you know? Now, another thing that you gain is a throwback to MK9, which is Jax's backbreaker. I'll show that right here. This is wrestler specific, and it is awesome. Good anti-air. You can even jump in and catch it. Like, they don't even have to be. You can force them to be in the air by just jump in and do it. And I mean, you can do some corner stuff with it too. You can't EX it at all, I don't think. No, you can't. But I mean, you can do some weird stuff in the corner with it. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's not really going to focus your combos, but I mean, I guess you could put it in some combos. I'm just trying to think of ways to incorporate it. I can't really think of any. I mean, you can do some goofy stuff like that, but even that doesn't seem to want to work. Hold on, let me give this another shot. Let me see if I can combo this. There we are. So I mean, that's 22. I mean, you can't really do much like that. I mean, it's mainly going to be used for if you're jumping in, you catch a guy, you know, you send them far back. And with Jax, this is a range you can actually kind of excel at, but sometimes you just want that extra damage. So quad grab's great, and it puts them at that range again for you to follow up with whatever you want. You know, you could do whatever at this range. This is a really good range for Jax, you know, because not only can he get in quick with that, he can trick you out with that. He could throw it low. He could do whatever. So that's wrestler. One more thing I'll show it here. Wrestler and heavy weapons have different gotcha grabs than pump up. You can combo off of their gotcha grab. EX gotcha grab will send them into like a flurry in the air. And if you are quick enough, you can combo off it. Only in the corner, I don't think you can do it. But look at that. I mean, its damage isn't that hot compared to what you'll get in pumped up, but do know that corner you can combo gotcha grab. Same with heavy weapons. That's basically it for wrestler dependent things, besides his kick-ass glowing arms. That and quad grab, that's all he's got. And the string, of course. The string. And then quad grab, that's about it. See, I'm not even good at doing quad grab. I never do it. So I haven't really gotten my execution out of it. There we are. Okay, so with that said, let's move on to heavy weapons. I use heavy weapons sparingly. Like, I will never touch wrestler because, like I said, I hate grappling. I hate having to commit to getting in, grabbing, you know, the motions. They're very unsafe all the time. But heavy weapons, a bit more my style. I mean, I'm obviously a pumped up player, but, you know, I don't mind heavy weapons. So, heavy weapons gains no new strings. It's whatchamacallit? Gotcha grab, same thing, comboable in the corner, you know. But here's what it does gain. That right there. He gains an arsenal of rocket launcher, submachine gun. Now, these are great zoning tools for Jax, coupled with the ground pound, which I'll talk about now actually, because pumped up changes it up. This is present in whatchamacallit, wrestler. The ground pound is the same from MK9. You can put it where you want it, you know, close, far. I don't know if you can combo it with, maybe with submachine gun. Doesn't look it. No, but you could probably, if you did it from like here, yeah, you could. I mean, I don't think you're ever, like, I mean, you're never going to be doing it that close unless you're in the corner. Like, you're not just going to be doing this mid-screen, I don't think. Unless there's some tech that comes out where, like, you can't cancel it anymore, by the way. You cannot cancel it, so you can't do any goofy things with it. Now, the rocket launcher takes away Jax's side beam, which I didn't show off. Probably should have, but I'll show that off in pumped up. You get 11 off normal, you're getting 16, and it's pretty safe, because, I mean, you're never really going to be doing it like this. I mean, even so, you know, yeah, it's pretty quick, honestly. And then, if you hold up while in it, you can switch to high to low. So, I mean, this is really good, because if you're cocked, ready to go, and they jump, you just let it go, you know? And you can change pretty quick, you know? You can't do that with submachine gun. Submachine gun is, you can just look at my inputs on the left. That's, back, forward 3. And then for anti-air, it's down, back 3. You can do some, you can EX down, of course. You'll get just more hits. I don't know if you get any armor, but, that looks interesting. I haven't messed around a lot with that, but, I don't know if you can. Nope, doesn't look it. Oh, you can, okay. So let's mess around with that a little bit, see what we can get. Maybe if you do like... I'm trying to think of a way to incorporate that into a combo. It's finicky. Because it's definitely not meant for combos. Yeah, it looks like you have to start it off like that. But I do think we did confirm it. So let's see if we can get that again. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you can definitely confirm off of it. Its timing is really weird. You could probably get a gotcha grab in though. Let me try and get that. Nope. Yeah, you can get a gotcha grab in there. I mean, your damage isn't anything great, because I don't think you can do the Jax multi-punch corner junk that he has, where he just goes ballistic punching you in the corner. Oh, let me see. Yeah, that is some finicky. That's not, you're not going to get that off in a real match. That's really tough, especially not with online lag. So yeah, that and this stuff is heavy weapons. It's just more zoning. You're not gaining any combo tools. You're losing your side beam, but you're getting something better depending on how you like to play. Because, I mean, you can't pressure it like you used to. It's not the same, you know? It doesn't really work that well. I mean, you could probably... That's a bit better, I guess. But, alright, let's move to Pumped Up, and then I'm going to show normals and combo strings. Because I'm very comfortable in Pumped Up, as that is what I'm maining so far, is Pumped Up. None of the others have swayed me that much. So in Pumped Up, you have this in Wrestler as well. You don't have it in Heavy Weapons. This is what I was talking about. Side Beam. Now, I don't know, I call it the Side Beam. I don't know why, because it reminds me of like a, I don't know, Side Beam, Psychic, but he's not Psychic. It's like a energy, let's see what it's called. Energy Wave, yeah, Energy Wave. It comes out of his arm. You know, EX, normal you get 7 high. EX, you're getting a high and a mid, and you're getting 13 and a hard knockdown. But let's talk about what makes Pumped Up special. If you do down down 4, you're getting a universal ground pound. It no longer is option selectable on where you want it. It just goes. You know, you can't pick it anymore. It's unblockable as well. I prefer it like this, honestly. You're not getting any combo mix-ups off it, but it's whatever. You know, you get a lot of stun from hitting it, so you could kind of... If you're close, I read somewhere that you could combo it. Like if you were here. No, maybe not. I remember reading that though. Maybe if you're right on. Do that? Nah. But you EX, you get a hard knockdown, which is good for if you're being outzoned. You know, throw a couple of these. And then run up and start the shenanigans. You also gain air version, which is amazing. It's 6%, you're not getting as much. EX, you get 6 again, but you get armor and hard knockdown. But I really like the air one, because if I'm jumping over Sub-Zero's freeze ball, and he's giving me problems at long range, as I'm jumping over it, once I've cleared it, bam, you know, you can do it at almost any point within this jump, you know. When you're low to the ground, you can do it, basically. You know, it's pretty lean. I wonder if you could... Try to see the lowest you can do it. Yeah, you can do it really low. Yeah, it's pretty lenient. But anyway, if you're jumping a projectile and the character doesn't have that great of recovery, you can just do that and then get up and then just do your thing, you know? Now, another thing that makes Wrestler specific is he gains a different gotcha grab. So, you remember what gotcha grab looked like? I grabbed him, punched him a couple times. This is what it looks like in Pumped Up. Gotcha. Now, you could be thinking, well, that's awful. That's boring looking. But let's try mashing circle during that. Gotcha. There it is. There's, now it's gotcha grab, some assembly required. Press any of the face buttons and he does a different animation. They all get the same damage. It's just preference, I guess. I don't really think that anyone is slower than the other. Yeah, you can get 16 out of all of them. But I personally prefer circle. I don't know why. I just think it looks the best. Circle and X, in my opinion, look the best. Oh, I'm sorry, 4 and 3, in my opinion, look the best. But, it is now non-corner comboable, I guess is the way you say it. Because look, it leaves them basically on their feet, see? They get up pretty quick. It's not really a hard knockdown anymore. And that, you're not really losing much there, because the amount of damage you're gaining is ridiculous. So that's basically... Now let's talk about his universals. You know, he's got this, not in heavy weapons. Ground pound, like this, only in Pumped Up. In other variations, it's selectable. And then he's got, of course, all variations, nothing changes. About the rush punch, you know, the dash fist, whatever, what's it officially called? Dash punch. I like calling it rush punch. That's cooler than dash punch, but you get 10 and 10, but you're getting armor, a decent amount of armor. I think it's 2 hits, I don't know. It usually goes through almost anything. You know, if Sub-Zero throws out an Ice Clone and a jab, you can go through both. So I'm pretty sure it's 2 or 3 hits. He still has this across all variations. I'm not missing anything, am I? No, I'm good. Yeah, okay, just trying to be thorough. This here, I'm not keen on it. It's basically just one of those forward 3 or forward 4. It's back forward 4. It's just one of those on steroids. I mean, decent damage. But the thing I like about it is it's okay on wake up, and look at the screen carry. Look at that. That is full screen. So if you're about here, and you know you're juking and jiving with Shinnok, and he knocks you down, you've already got him in the corner. And off that, you can just run in, you can do your shit. You know? I'll show you how to do that later. I can actually get more off that. I mean, this isn't ideal. There's a better way of doing this. This timing's a little bit weird. Yeah, I'm not that. There we go. There it is. And I mean, that's a good 31% no meter, but you can do better. Anyway. So yeah, those are all his things. So let's review. We got that, that, and this. And I'll put them all on screen for you. If I can fit them all on screen. Should be able to. I've just been reminded about something. If you press down during the dash fist, same damage, but you get an overhead. So let's say they're giving you a hard time, you can't open them up in the corner. You don't want to do that because it's crazy unsafe. And that's basically all you got for overhead, besides that. But let's say you want a big combo off of it. You can hold down after performing the gotcha grab and get a pretty good sized combo. 32%. So you just hold down. Now this is only in, this is across all variations. Yeah, it is, yeah. This is across all variations. Downward dash punch. Really good to keep them guessing, like if you're going to throw in some lows every now and then, you know, some highs. Downward dash punch. And, you know, you can combo off it. I think you can get the 2 mid-screen. You might not be able to. Maybe if you're a bit closer. No? Anyway. So, those are all his supers. They're up there in the top. Now, of course, there's some variations like that is only in pumped up. This is only in pumped up. It's selectable in other variations. Heavy weapons, you get your rocket. You get your machine gun in heavy weapons as well. You would get your backbreaker in wrestler, but you know we've gone through all that. You know all of Jax's moves now. Across every variation, you've seen it all. Now I'm gonna stay in pumped up to show the normals as well as combos. I wouldn't recommend using this guide for any wrestler tech because, like I said, I'm not gonna show much wrestler combos. You can find that elsewhere. I don't know much about wrestler, honestly. It's not. I don't prefer it. Some combos are universal, but replace where I'm doing gotcha grab with quad grab, you should be able to get it off. Okay, so let's talk about normals now and some frames. Now frames are, you know, I'm not Justin Wong or anybody. I'm not Tom Brady, pick of the hut, you know, but I can try my best. You know, I think I've got a pretty good idea of what frames are, because, I mean, they're kind of simple. What you really want to be looking at here is, you know, block damage, is, you know, and the damage, the move type, you know, though that's all kind of, you can just see that just from doing it. But, block advantage, startup, active, hit advantage. Hit advantage and active, I don't feel like I'm using that much when it comes to analyzing moves. I'm mainly just using recovery, startup, and block advantage. Startup is the amount of frames, like look, down, 4. Startup's the amount of frames it requires to start up, basically. You know, your startup frames. You know, the higher the startup frames are, the longer that move takes to perform. You know, the longer the animation is before the moves happen. You know? Now, block advantage is minus that, you know, you want to shoot for 0 ideally, or in the positives. Block advantage is whether or not they can punish. So I'll do my best to show this off. Let's say I go to reversal mode on. I don't know what Shinnok's really got. I'm assuming crushing shoulder. Let me see. That should work. Yeah, that should work, I guess. Let's go find a move that is negative on block. Right here. This move here. That's negative on block. So no matter how hard I try, I cannot block it because it is negative blocking. Meaning he is at the advantage after having blocked it. I am at a disadvantage because I cannot play the game. You know, he's broken me through there. There's nothing I can do, you know. I've thrown this move out, it's been blocked, I can't do anything. You know, my fate's up to him. Now a move with, let's try and find 0 right here. I can block that. I forgot to hold block again, but see, I can block that completely. Because it's 0. Meaning we are both equal there, so I can probably punish him. Yeah, see, now I can punish him if he whips out one. But if he does another move that's 0 on block after, you know, there's nothing I can do then. So, you want to be 0 or positive for your block advantage. As well as recover, you know, you want that to be relatively low, I believe, as well. Because recovery is, you know, the shorter the recovery is, the quicker you'll be able to do it. So that's basically frames. So let's go, I'll tag some normals. I'll try and show some off, you know. Oh, I should probably turn that off. Oh, no. I want it as off. There we go. Okay. Much better. So, you know, I'll go through some normals. You know, just standing is... Wow, standing 1 is unsafe. But it's only -2. So, I mean, not just because it's in the negative does not mean you're going to be punished. Some characters can't punish something that's -1, -2, -4. An example, Kung Lao can punish almost everything. Ferrotor, they might not be able to punish something. They're a bit slower. Same with, you know, maybe Kotal Khan will have a hard time. Maybe Goro will have a hard time. But some quicker, nimbler guys, like I know Reptile and Kung Lao can punish basically anything. They're super good punishers. So, so yeah, I'll go through and I'll show off some rolls. You know, this is all just simple stuff. That's a string. I won't show that just yet. You know, back 1, forward 1. You know, this is all stuff you could basically just go through on yourself. I'll just show off ones that have special properties. So, obviously, this uppercut, it's pretty good. I mean, the range isn't. The range is it's pretty good. 14%. I'm not sure if uppercut damage is universal. I think it is. But uppercuts are stupid powerful in this game. But anyway, so let's talk about Jax's back and forward 2s, because those are probably his best normals. Now, back 2 is an overhead. You press it, you get 7. You hold it, you get 9. Hold it some more. You can get a bit tricky. 14. Hold it. So it's got 4 tiers, right? It's got 7, 9, 14, and 11. Now on the 11, you're getting an overhead. You can get a pretty good sized combo off that. You know, if you're in wrestler, you can jump, do grab. If you're in pumped up, you could probably. That's gonna be it. That's a bit tricky. That's still. You could do something like this. If I can pull it off. For some reason I'm having a hard time getting that grab to come out. But you know, it's an overhead. It's we'll look at frames right after. Why am I having such a hard time? Yeah, I don't know why my gotcha grab's not coming out. There it is. Okay. I was just being dumb. See, that's a 31, honestly. That's a mid-screen 31, so not much work on it. Oh, yeah, there we go. I was just being dumb earlier. For not much work at all, honestly. That's not that many buttons presses. I mean, the timing on that's a bit finicky, but it's just completely doable. For a 31, that's good. And I mean, you don't even have to do it all. I mean, you can't special cancel into it, so you're kind of committed to it. You're only gonna get that, but you know, you're not always gonna get the fully charged up move. You know, it's a bit tricky. You don't really get any armor on it. It's better to do if you get a hard knockdown in the corner, I find. That's when I find that I'm using it the most. And you can get a pretty beefy combo off that. For 0 meters, Jax is very inexpensive. If I didn't do the jump, I'd actually probably have gotten more. So let's see, knock him down, and then we just... Alright, let me try him. Yeah, okay. So yeah, back 2, really solid. You know, there's different tiers to it. So, you know, depending on how much you want to commit. I personally like the 14 the most, because the pop-up, although good, takes a bit too long. Someone's going to poke you out. And then let's talk about forward 2. Oh, real quick, I'll show you whether or not it's safe. Back 2, -8 on block. See, here's the delay. Now this move right here is 0 on block, so it's completely safe. This move is phenomenal. It's fast, it's got distance, it's forward 2. It's really good, it's safe on block, you special cancel it. It's really good. Now I'll go into a string off this. Forward 2, 1, 2. Basically 3 moves. They're all the same move basically. This string's completely safe. Now, if you want even more options, you could throw in a rush punch. This is even safer because it has block stun. And I'll show you what block stun is. Block stun is that. See how Shinnok's kind of going like, you know? He's kind of recoiling back. Because of how hard you're hitting, you know? That's block. You know, they can't immediately punish. So that move's safe. Oh, I didn't even know I had that turned on. That move is safe because of block. In some variations, I believe Pumped Up and Wrestler. I don't know if it's... Yeah, it's safe here too. That's the string I like to use the most. It's just forward 2, 1, 2. Is your bread and butter everything as Jax. You know, it's good in the corner, it's good mid-screen, it's fantastic mid-screen, because, you know, it's a great way to start around. You can just that, or if you want to do mid-screen carry, you could do the major muscle, which is back forward 4 R2. And look at that, look, if you start off and you get them lucky, you run in, do it again, you're already in the corner, and that's where Jax excels. So some other normals. So yeah, back 2, forward 2, fantastic. None of his ones are that special. Now back 3, also phenomenal. Back 3 is really good. It's not very safe, but it is worth it. It is really good. I already talked about this. Back 3, it's a nice low. You can combo in a string of back 3, 4, and this is a comboable string with a rush punch. You can throw a rush punch in there, and I mean that's easy damage. I mean, look, that's 21. And my favorite combo of Jax's comes in through that string there. We'll get into that later. And then his 4, we've talked about that. This is a pretty solid low. The range isn't that great. It's okay. His down 3, not really good range. Pretty safe, but I don't really care for it. The range isn't great. But anyway, back 4 is the best move for his 4s. You know, down, left, right. Back 4 is great. It's got good range because it kind of thrusts him forward a little bit. So the range is good. As you can see, watch Jax's foot. His left foot. It's sliding. See, he's moving from this. So the range is phenomenal. So if you know, let's say your friend or someone you're running a lot of sets with online is starting all their matches just like that. You know what you do? Bam. See, that won't even reach, but that one moves him as well. But bam, you cross them up. Not you cross them up. You mix them up, and then you can do whatever. You know, you can hop over, get an overhead to end an overhead. You can start all your shenanigans from there. So let's review that, like we did our specials. Nothing that great in the twos. You know, nothing exceptional. Pretty good stuff. You know, but back 2, forward 2. Forward 2 can be done into a string of forward 2, 1, 2. And then for X's, we have back X, back 3, phenomenal, back 4, phenomenal. Back 4, I don't believe is safe. No, it's not. No, Jax isn't the safest character on the roster, but he's pretty good, mainly just because of that forward 2, 2, 1, 2. That helps him a lot. So with our essential normals down, you know, if you're watching this, obviously, I can't show everything. Go into training mode, check out his other normals, get a feel for them. Everyone has their own preference, but these are his best, in my opinion. As someone who's played over 300 matches with Jackson, those are the best. Standing 3, I'll just talk standing 4. I'll talk about it real quick. It's pretty good. Anti-air is okay. You can catch them pretty high in the air. This is just an example. But an anti-air is pretty good. Range isn't too bad. Hits high, but it can be ducked. But it's not bad either. So now let's talk about some strings. I'm gonna go through and tag some strings that I like a lot. That's about it. Okay. So let's go through. Major force. 1, 1, 1. This is really good. It's easy as hell if you're crossing up. You get an overhead with another overhead. And who doesn't want that? Look. Overhead. Mid-high overhead. That's confusing to block. And then field grade. 1, 2, 3 is a high, mid, low. Now, if you press down X, down 3, I'm sorry, you get a fan. Now, I've never really used this that much. I guess it's to be used to, you know, whatchamacallit, program them. I don't know what the real term is. Bait, I guess, into blocking low, and then from there you could catch them with that or something, or maybe a command throw. So you can kind of make them respect, that's the word. You can make them respect this string here, this here, and then mix it up, you know? And then the Briggs is phenomenal. You can't special cancel. By the way, you can't special cancel major force, and you can special cancel field grade. You can special cancel all of field grade actually, which makes it really good because if you hit confirm the whole thing, you can just get a free special. Not major force, obviously, because it knocks down. But the Briggs is down 2, down 1, down 2. And you can just piano across your controller. This is a phenomenal move. It's quick. It's safe, I'm pretty sure. Easy to do. I feel like it doesn't even hit low. It's mid. I feel like a lot of people fall for it. I don't know why. But I really like it a lot. And then finally we have ground control. This is probably my favorite of Jax's strings because of how tricky it is. It's -4 on block. So it's actually safer than the Briggs. It's -4 on block. But who's going to block this? Ready? So we got a high, a low, and an overhead. That is a tricky thing to block. If someone's coming up in the corner, they're not waking up, or you block their wake up, throw that out. After a while, maybe after 3 or 4 of those, they'll understand. But after 3 or 4 of those in the corner, they're dead. With Jax, they're dead. And you can mix it up. Throw in one of these, you know? Throw in this, throw in that. Maybe a neutral one. And you can really make them respect your corner game. You know, throw in that maybe. That string, you can get a whole combo off that. But this is just a great, you know, a good 12%, mixes them up like crazy. And then finally, Expendable, we talked about already. Phenomenal combo. It's a not expendable combo. It's probably his best string. And then Warfighter, another really tricky low overhead. You can't really mix them up from field grade, because field grade, high-low overhead, this is low overhead, so they're going to block the same pattern. So you don't want to mix those together. But this one, it looks cool, it's safe. Well, not really that safe, but... Oh yeah, it is, yeah, 0. I was right. So those are a lot of your good strings. You know, you can go through, try other things you might like that I don't like this. I hear a lot of people seem to like. What's that? This one here. Back to 1. I'm not crazy about. Some people like it. But yeah, just go through, find what you like. Like this is back 1-3. But find what you like. You know, this guide is just to show what's good. You know, what you can use, how you can use it, and what he's got. This is just a really long breakdown, because it's a lot of me blabbering. But, alright, let's go into some combos now. Jax does not have a lot of mid-screen properties. You know, Jax, he's never really excelled mid-screen. You can do some combos off things like, you can run cancel that. I'm still working on that. It is really tricky. You know, if anyone watching knows, you know, maybe a bit more about me than Jax, give me some tips on how to run cancel that. I am really struggling. But you're never gonna get that off online. Probably never gonna get off local. I mean, that is just, it's a ridiculously hard combo. You know, I've seen on Tester Might people say they've practiced for 3 hours. And they can get it off maybe about 40% of the time. So unless you're entering Evo, I don't think this combo is going to win you the day. But Jax's mid-screen game is all about changing to Jax's corner game. And you can tell that because of how many of his moves take the guy so far away. You know, all of Jax's moves, especially that, have crazy corner. You know, it's ridiculous. You can clearly tell Jax is meant for his corner game. So, I mean, if you're in mid-screen, you're going to want to mix things up. This corner is good, the 2-3-2 we talked about. This, obviously. You're basically going to want to be throwing out your safe strings. Like, this is safe. You're going to be wanting to throw that out a lot. You're going to be wanting to doing mainly this. Just a lot of this. And, you know, you can do a gotcha grab pretty late. You can get a gotcha grab in there. You can mix things up with how you want to do it. This is my favorite thing to do, is just get crazy corner pressure, get another confirmed hit, and then you're getting a big combo. Look at that damage here. You know? So, that's basically... I'm going to run some online matches, because I know I'm not that great at talking. A lot of this might seem confusing. You know, the way I'm presenting it might not be that fluid, but, you know, I'm getting it out. I've shown you the basics, I feel. You know, I might have done an awful job. I don't think I did. But, basically, you're just going to want to get them in the corner, because Jax has a lot of tools to not let them out of the corner. So... I know it's kind of redundant, you know, I'm saying his mid-screen game, and then I'm saying he doesn't have one. Because I don't feel Jax is a very strong mid-screen presence, you know? He's all just gonna chip you out mid-screen. He's not gonna bust out anything crazy, you know? But, once you're in the corner, that is when it is hard to get out. Unless you're like Melina, Scorpion, maybe someone else with a really fast teleport wake up, you're stuck in this corner with Jax, you know. you're locked in there with him, not the other way around. So once you get someone in the corner, you're just going to want to use those strings that we've talked about, like 2-3-2, you know, and back 3-4 is phenomenal as well as forward 2-1-2 is another amazing string. You can combo off it. It's very finicky. I never do it, so my comboing off it isn't that great, but it is doable. You've seen me do it. I've done it. There it is. You know, you can. I like to do 3-1-1s. I'll tell you some stuff. I like to do, like, let's say I'm doing this. I like to do 3-1-1s. That's actually a pretty bad example and stuff like that. And then a 1-1 gotcha grab. So 4-1-1s gotcha grab off the final one. Right? But what I like to shoot for in the corner is I'll mix them up a bit. I'll throw out, you know, I'll throw out some different stuff. And then finally, I'll hit them with back 3-4. Special cancel that into overhead, overhead rush punch. Short jab, the 3, and then that. 41%. That is Jax's, one of his better combos. 0 meter. Jax is a very cheap character because a lot of your meter is going to be spent getting hard knockdowns to get in, you know, or waking up the dog. But I'll do that one more time. So it's back 3-4, and then back forward 2 down. We'll just do that part now. That there. And then after that, you're going to do crouching 1, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, gotcha, and mash. That's the whole combo. It's really not that hard. The timing is a little bit tricky on the beginning, but practice for like an hour, you'll have it down to a science. That's basically the way I play Jax. It's, I have a really hard time, like, I need to pick up a second. You know, I've put all my time into Jax, and I've been doing really well. I think I'm, like, ranked, like, number 200 player match. Like, I've been doing very well with Jax. Hopefully I win my matches I'm about to go play to show you guys some of that stuff in action. Hopefully I get, you know, clean matches, not laggy or spammers, but that's the way I play him. I have a lot of trouble against, like, a friend of mine named Melina. I get my ass beat because I can't get her in the corner because her roll just flips me. Her teleport flips me, you know? And her size and stuff like that. She's very anti-Jax. I'd say that's like a 7-3 matchup, honestly. It's really unfair for Jax, but I need to pick up someone else. Maybe I'll do another tutorial with that person once I master them. I'm thinking Inferno Scorpion. But I'm gonna show one more quick video. Not video. One more quick X-ray combo, because who doesn't like X-ray combos? And it's basically the same thing we're doing for that high damage. You can see what I did there. It's the same thing we're doing for that high damage no meter. But this time you're getting 52%. This is, I mean, you know, it's not that much more, and it's 3 bars. But if you don't have the life lead, you really need to get. You can probably, yeah, you can do it after 2 jabs as well. I wonder if you can do it after all 3. But its damage is really nice. That's good damage, 52. If you don't have the life lead and you need damage, it's a good bet. Because it does stupid damage. That's half a life bar. No, you can't do it after all 3. Yeah, just after 1 then. Yeah, okay. So only after 1 volley of 1-1. But so it's probably the highest damaging extra combo I can find so far, 52%. That's half a life bar. A little over half a life bar. So that should get back any life lead that you're down. I mean, if you're down more than that, then this match isn't going good for you. You're probably not going to win it anyway. So that's Jax in a nutshell. He's good. I don't think he's as good as he was in MK9. Actually, I'd say he's about the same spot, actually, now I'm thinking about it. He's got more tools, but he's a bit more, he's not as easy. I felt like he was pretty easy to use against him, and I didn't have a hard time, and then I picked him up pretty quick. But he feels really good. He was a bit slower when I first picked him up, but now that I'm playing him, he feels actually faster. You know, I haven't compared the walk speeds at all, but yeah, that's new Jax, basically. That's MK10 Jax. I hope you liked this breakthrough. It was a lot longer than it should have been, honestly. I feel like I haven't been talking that long. I hope I was informative. I mean, 50 minutes, I'd better than be informative, or else you've wasted your time. But I think I've shown you a lot of really good tools. You know, hopefully you didn't watch this all in one go. Hopefully you had your tutorial, your training mode open. You were trying out the stuff I was trying, seeing what worked for you. Because everyone plays fighting games different. Fighting games are very varied. So, I am gonna go get another water, because I am parched. So, I will be as fast as... Oh, that's good. Wow, that's a lot of coins. Oh shit, that's a lot of war points too. That's a big number. Wow, Special Forces did better than Link Way. Well, that's rare. So, hang tight for a second, guys. I will be right back with some online matches. As I go, I'll have online load. So, if you don't feel like sitting here, just skip ahead by like a minute, I'd say. So, I'll see you soon.